a festive selection of potentially pretentious ingredients. Boys, are you feeling festive and pretentious?
Yeah.
Both, and I'm feeling honoured because it's really nice to have this anchored by a two-time champion.
Well, because I'm not a sponsor. It's fashion!
That's cute. I like
Sorry,
that.
yes, we're well up for it, mate.
Please, lift the cloche.
Something in a jar.
That's what we'd expect. Gingerbread spread.
Straight off, excited for a number of reasons.
Go on.
It's got caramel in it.
It's made by the Newt in Somerset, and that chain or brand of eco-resorts
is that what it
all
is?
over the world are phenomenal.
What could be better than a tray of warm gingerbread biscuits fresh from the oven? How about our sumptuous gingerbread spread? Made in small batches with golden syrup, condensed milk and double cream, this decadently rich caramel sauce is spiced with warming ground ginger plus a touch of sea salt.
That is stunning.
That is a grower.
It's almost
It keeps tingling. And it is just the right level of salty, and I'm salivating after a little bit. I want to go back for more. It is rich and sickly as you kind of expect and kind of want, but the warmth of ginger.
So as well as eating it out of the jar itself, which is not frowned upon at all, they recommend to warm it up and serve it over some waffles or croissants.
Excellent choice.
That's a great choice.
I think what it's missing, although it is really creamy and buttery, is dairy fat, because I think this drizzled over vanilla ice cream would also be an absolute winner.
Ginger still comes through really, really nicely.
And a nice texture from a slightly crisp, warm waffle, which is the one thing that was missing if we do compare it to our favourite condiment of all time, which was the caramelised croissant
Toasted,
butter, because that had the crunchy bits of caramel praline in it as well. It doesn't need it, because it's damn delicious, but once you add the texture in form of a crispy croissant or a waffle, that's unbelievable.
So a good Christmassy gift as well.
I would be delighted if that was in my stocking.
So if you want that in your stocking, how much do you think Santa would have to pay for said spread?
210 grams.
$6.95.
Yeah, I was going to say £7. We're saying £7.
95 was correct, but it's cheaper at $5.95.
Oh,
But which is what you pay for a premium jar like that.
A very premium jar from somewhere like that. It's still a lot, but I think it's worth it. I think its exclusivity is why you're buying it. It's a special occasion, and it's delicious.
Is it pretentious or not?
There's always that fine line between pretentiousness.
I don't think it's pretentious.
Fantastic.
I think it is fantastic and premium, and it comes from quite an exclusive place. And if you know the Newt and their associated properties, you understand why it's that price. But I don't think it's pretentious when it delivers on that quality.
Nothing about it screams pretentious, other than perhaps its slightly higher price range, but within all that context, makes sense. I think it enables, potentially me, to be pretentious, because I can say, look what I made, they taste it and go, wow, you can really taste that ginger through. I'm not telling them it came out of that, I'm going, yeah, you can.
Michael, welcome to the pretentious side. Should we bring on the next? This is a banger, boys. Lift the cloche.
Your turn.
A banger.
It looks boozy.
You wanted Christmas.
Oh, what?
Brussels sprout vodka. Well, it's not going to...
Yes, you're right. And I'll read you the script straight away. They've only gone and done it. Nelson's have gone and whacked a whole load of Brussels sprouts into Festive vodka. Oh, you'll notice that by its bright green colour. And also, if it wasn't Christmassy enough, if you shake it, there's a surprise.
Has it got a snowball in it or something?
It says it sparkles.
Oh, there's something floating at the top. It's not air bubbles.
I was more concerned, but the fact that sprouts aren't that colour.
Yeah, it looks
was
like absinthe.
I was instantly thinking you were going to give like peppermint or like candy cane, like peppermint candy cane vodka.
Yeah, it's more of a blue
giving
hue.
that artificial colour rather than sprout colour. That's sprout coloured. That is not.
So while Brussels sprouts sound odd, they have a nutty, earthy, cabbage sweet notes when roasted, and those flavours can be translated intensely into alcohol. So you're looking for cooked Brussels here, roasted, sweet, nutty.
That's why I can smell something different than vodka, but
It
not...
smells sweet.
Yeah.
It's giving me almost apple ties.
The odd flavour, which I'm not saying is nice, it doesn't make it nasty, certainly not. It just tastes different to drinking straight vodka. I wouldn't say it's particularly sprouty, cooked sprouty, like any of those notes that you spoke about.
Nutty, if you like roast sprouts, you get a nuttiness.
It just has another element to it that's it's distinguishable, but I don't think it makes it either better or worse.
What I would say about it, and a bit like the other one, if you turned up with a jar of the gingerbread spread and you turned up with a bottle of this to a Christmas shindig.
You turned up with the jar of gingerbread spread and I turned up. Let's play our roles correctly.
Sure, but if anyone turned up with this, I think it would be more of a intrigue and almost oh, go on then, we'll try it, as opposed to, oh yes please, I'd love to try that.
Well, how much do you think we paid for it then?
I'm hoping not. It's Christmas and it's Brussels sprout
And
thing.
it's half a litre of small batch vodka. I hope it's small batch because they're not going to ship lots of it. I reckon that's 28 quid.
25 quid. It's what you pay for a bottle of vodka that size, really.
Yeah, it's not more expensive because of it.
Okay then, Nelson's Brussels sprout vodka. Pretentious or not?
It's playful.
Yeah.
It's not unnecessarily expensive. The bit that gets me caught is it's not very Brussels sprouty, but neither would I want it to be.
Yeah, true.
Like, I don't want it to taste of Brussels sprouts, but now that you've put that on the label, it kind of has to.
They should just call it green vodka.
Yeah. Call it Grinch vodka.
There you go.
And I'm on board.
Get
Brussels sprout, I don't get it. It is trying to be something it's not because it doesn't taste of Brussels sprouts, but it's playful. I don't think it's pretentious, but I think this is poor.
Strong words from the chef. On to the next.
Where are we going now? We've gone sweet, we've gone boozy. Oh, chocolatey.
This looks fancy.
Gold, frankincense and myrrh.
From the Provence of Knitra. Warming aromas of orange and pine needle with undertones of red fruit and green apple. 72% like that already.
Multi-award winning, slavery-free, plastic packaging free, fairly traded, vegan free. And it ticks all the boxes and it is beautiful packaging.
I didn't, until looking into this product, know what frankincense and myrrh was.
One's a perfume.
Yeah,
And one is...
we did do this.
They're both saps.
Saps, they're both saps.
really?
One is an amber sap of a tree and one is a sap of a bush.
So in their bio, the frankincense and myrrh resins from Moroccan trees provide the potent but rounded aromatic flavours of orange and pine in this unique and seasonal chocolate, infused through red fruit notes of our 72% dark Peruvian single origin chocolate and decorated with 23 carat edible gold leaf. It's fit for a king or three.
I mean, straight off, the packaging is incredible.
Straight off, we're not eating it, Ebbers.
Oh.
I really want some. But yes, you're right.
It is beautifully packaged, full of information on how they make the chocolating and harvesting practices, the conching.
So what flavour profiles are we looking for from frankincense and myrrh?
So it says orange and pine needle.
With undertones of fruit.
But is that what frankincense and myrrh taste like?
Yeah, supposedly, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, great. Have a knife. First off, I think it's a really tasty chocolate. It's not a, wow, that is incredible sort of 70% plus chocolate that I've had in the past because it's just got loads of stuff going on. It almost tastes quite subtle, but there are prominent things coming through. Now I just wonder, people who really love their chocolate and can distinguish differences between the two, or wine drinkers will appreciate those subtleties more than perhaps I would.
What I would say is it's a slow melter, which always tells me it is a high quality and well-made chocolate as well. Like you crunch through it and actually you just need to take ages for that tiny bit in your mouth to continually to release like a journey of flavour.
How much do you think we paid for this beautiful bar of chocolate?
I would pay £6.
Ooh, Michael?
I was going to say higher, 8.
Me in the middle, £7.50.
£7.50?
It's a great bar of chocolate.
Yep. Well, the gold-leafed frankincense and myrrh chocolate, pretentious or not?
I think this is an easy one for me. This is not pretentious
No.
because it comes with a slice of education, a slice of deliciousness, and it's great.
I think it's a good
Michael?
product using good and rare ingredients. Yes, I know what you thought when putting it together. It'd be like, it's got 23 karat gold leaf on it.
We have so many different ways of explaining what pretentious really means, but the one that we all agreed on was if it's covered in gold.
Yeah, but this...
It's not covered, it's got a gentle nod of 23 carat, which is in fitting with the three wise men.
Yeah, this isn't gold for the sake of blingy, oh look, this is amazing. This is...
Give it a shake, it will shimmer.
Yeah, this is gold for the sake of, well, it's gold, frankincense and myrrh. It needs some gold.
Right, comment down below, pretentious or not. Have we lost them? Have we lost them to the pretentious world?
I think it's good storytelling and it tastes good.
All of these stories resonate.
I'm happy you like it. I can't believe it's not pretentious. Should we try the next?
Yes.
I can't get my head around this. We've not had a pretentious ingredient in a pretentious ingredients episode.
No, you've done a terrible job.
The spread was delicious.
But let's left the cloche. What was that grown for?
Salt and Spirit Co. cocktails. Okay, Scott's pine and cranberry rimming salt. Sorry.
Why is that funny?
We've hand foraged Scott's pine needles from the wild slopes of the Cairngorms, gently dried and crushed to lock in their bright resinous aroma, more resin. Blended with tart air-dried cranberries and pure flakes of Anglesey sea salt, this mix brings a festive hit of wild pine and subtle sweetness to any cocktail. Were you just about to say that?
Yeah, but thanks.
I mean, I'm on board with this.
Yeah?
I think a salt-rimmed glass on a cocktail is a great addition that keeps you salivating. What it does is the same thing a bowl of peanuts at the bar does. And I've had some excellent rimmed glasses in the past with very, very interesting flavoured salts, from black ants to worm salts with orange, and now I'm intrigued for this Scottish version.
Do you want to try some with some margaritas?
Yes, please.
This is a recipe by the founder, Reece Sanchez, the bartender who came up with this. It's a margarita in that it's got tequila and Cointreau, and then the acidity comes from the cranberry juice and a bit of fizz. As well as working in cocktails, again, sprinkle it over your tatties.
What?
Yeah.
Do they suggest that?
Yep, sprinkle over your roast potatoes and even your chocolate truffles.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I can imagine sweet it working really well because the pine nut that we mentioned previously, it's not overtly herbal. It just is a nice subtle sort of herbality. When it comes to rimming, I always just think leave it to someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, pay for it in a bar.
We're trying so hard here, guys. Come on.
You're not going to like this, it's got tequila in it.
I know. Well, I like tequila, it just makes me
Rim.
rim.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Ebbers.
Punchy.
That always made my eyes water.
I've never had that combination with sparkling wine, so even that is an unusual angle, but it's quite delicious. What it hasn't got is the tang of the lime I associate of margarita.
Yeah,
it's more fruity and warming with the cranberry.
Yeah, it's got the, like you said, the acidic hint that cranberry brings, but it's nowhere near that citrus sharpness that you get from lime. It's nice once you get over the donkey punch in the face from the mezcal.
I genuinely like the salty element because it does make you salivate and want to go back for more. And I think that's what a salty snack at a bar does, in the same way that the rim of a tequila-based cocktail often would.
So how much do you think we paid for the rimming salt?
I don't really get the branding. Why is it a bone? Why is it a skeleton's hand?
Spirit? Salt and
Oh,
spirit?
spirit.
Like spirit, death.
It's an expensive jar of salt. I
£10?
think it could be £9.95.
£21.95.
Ooh.
There's no scenario where I would actually have even bought that for £10, even though I like the taste.
I think we've come scuppered here a few times with the cocktail market and cocktail making and tools and equipment and ingredients for it drive a premium, as do like coffee aficionados. And I think if you're there doing cocktail stuff, it's quite a fun way to host.
But is Scott's pine and cranberry rimming salt pretentious or not?
I didn't want it to be, but I think in this instance the price makes it pretentious.
Ooh, we might have one, people.
I'd love to understand the target market, because if the target market are millennial hipsters who think that they can make cocktails in their house,
I think that's probably it.
it's pretentious.
I'll take it. We've got one.
It's a good product. I think at that price it's pretentious.
Finally, we have a pretentious ingredient today, but there are still more left to come. Number 5, lift the cloche.
Oofed.
Peak Blend, Christmas Market Spice Festive Blend.
Bring home the Christmas markets this year with our limited edition Christmas Market Spice. We've created a festive blend using a delicate balance of cinnamon, aniseed, cloves, cardamom, ginger and sugar.
Sounds delicious, but if you had to describe the flavours of a Christmas market, what would you go with? Because I always feel like they're so busy, they always have those open urinals that are really busy.
Yeah.
And then you have like overflowing bins there because it's just so busy. And usually you've been out all
All
day.
you can smell is the roasted nuts covered in like sugar.
Yeah, you've been plodding around in sodden shoes all day because it's wet, so all you smell is like wet socks,
Sodding
open
around,
urinals
rimming.
and bins.
But I think that's what drew
Christmas
our eye to
markets.
it, is there's so many different Christmassy flavours. I wouldn't necessarily they're from, it's the market describes them all.
And yet this is nice, warming and spiced with a lot of sugar.
I'd like to see what
So it's saying
actually-
it's a blend you can add to meats, vegetables, baking, hot chocolates. But today we're going to try it with some mulled cider.
Oh, I can see it definitely working in mulled cider.
Got a very tight lid.
God, there's not much in it.
I think a little bit would go a long way. I've got a
Didn't even
nose.
fill it up to the brim.
Peak blends. What do we know about peak blends?
Yeah, Peak Blends is focused on the nutritional kind of elements of spice blends, wanting to get as many superfoods into people's diets as possible. This is their limited edition festive version, but the rest of their range are very eclectic.
So it is bitty. I reckon if you put that in a muslin cloth and...
So almost make your own tea bag.
Yeah. But it does say hot chocolate, a meat rub, baking. I think stirring
covering
it
all
through,
bases.
stirring it
That's
through a
what it's
cream to put on an apple pie or something. Suddenly you've just got this wonderful Christmas market nod to something quite classic. It smells great.
Sweeter. And it comes through.
Oh, that's the only problem with mulled cider is because it's got much sugar in it.
Yeah.
It burns your tongue. I think it's the branding and the naming that's caught our eye and will catch everybody else's eye and will think, that's a great Secret Santa for somebody at work that I don't know well enough to buy them something rude. Or for a stocking filler.
But you like it?
It's delicious.
Okay, great.
I think it's nothing too...
Do you know what I'd actually say, and this is just personally,
Original
I would say
about
that
it.
actually calling it Christmas Market Spice is so non-specific that if I saw it, I wouldn't really know what I'm getting. I'd read the back and go, oh, okay, it's a Christmas spice.
How much do you think we paid for that tub?
£4.
I think it's more.
Yeah, I
because I think
think
it's
it's
like
gonna be more.
Spice Mountain in Borough Market. There's some excellent blends, but they're not cheap. I reckon it could be as much as £5.95.
£5.50.
Oh.
Okay. Well, the Christmas Market Spice Blend, pretentious or not?
Nothing wrong with it, but I do think it's a bit pretentious because it is trying to be something more than it is. It's just mixed spice.
I don't think it's pretentious. I also don't think it needs to be called Christmas Market Spice because I don't think anyone knows what that is. But I don't think it's pretentious because I don't think it's trying to elevate itself beyond its purpose.
Well, that's what Mike thinks. What do you guys think? Comment down below. And boys, I've got one more thing to tell you.
Yep.
We've got another round.
Oh!
6?
6! Merry Christmas! Boys, you can turn around now and then lift the cloche.
Yeah! Like a big kid.
It's a massive gingerbread house.
You've guessed it straight away, yes. This is the Pretentious Gingerbread House XL. Dreamt up in Germany during the 16th century, gingerbread houses have become a festive mainstay. Baked in the country that started it all and flavours with sweet spices, this version by Pretentious is ready to take a starring role on your Christmas table.
Right, instantly, I don't think I've ever eaten a store-bought gingerbread house.
Oh!
And the reason I'm intrigued about this is because if you're going to make one, you have to make it almost inedible for it to have structural integrity.
Yeah.
So if they've mastered edible, which I'm hoping, and structural integrity, I will be immediately impressed.
Well, they need to get someone in to sort out their front drive because that's broken a little bit, but that means it's a perfect bit for us to taste.
So this is from the Pretentious Bakery. It's founded in 1894. Family business, but wholesale baking goods. Sold all around the world, but this one is sold in only a certain number of spots. This was from Selfridges.
It's almost,
Lebkuchen-like.
yeah, that's exactly it. It's less, it's still got a chew of gingerbread. Ginger's coming through, but it's almost as thick as a small
That's delicious.
slice of bread, but really dense and chewy, which is why it has its structural integrity. It's not like got a snap.
Straight off, I just love it. Like Brothers Grimm, Hansel and Gretel, it is just,
Gingerbread trail.
it epitomises Christmas.
Yeah.
And I think the fun of this is the making. Yes, there's some amazing bakeries that have been around for 150 odd years, 130, 60 years, that are doing a great job, but I think it almost takes the magic away.
I really want to know how much this cost.
I'm intrigued.
I have a feeling you spent £70 on this.
No, I think it's three figures.
Do you think?
I think it's probably £160.
He's right.
What?
Am I?
He's right. £160.
I don't know how it got that. So I was thinking about Selfridges with their advent calendar and the kind of money that people spend in Selfridges at Christmas.
Yeah. I think you've broken mark.
£160 of gingerbread.
For that amount of money, it has to deliver on every level. Look good, last, and
even
taste
more.
I
great.
disagree even more now I know the price. Because
Oh.
the people spending that much money don't.
Money's not an
Money's
object.
not an object. It's just a thing you add to your Christmas shopping list and gets delivered to your house.
Your weekly shop.
I'm all for gingerbread houses, nostalgia.
Yeah.
I love Christmas, I love nostalgia. But you made the point.
It's memories.
It's really fun making your own one.
And if it looks too perfect, you've done it wrong, in my opinion.
Is that £160 gingerbread house pretentious or not?
Absolutely.
I don't think it is.
Oh, why?
And this is why. It is a tradition and a marvel and a craft that would otherwise be being lost. So I think you're literally buying to support a craft. I don't know if you're necessarily buying it for the most delicious gingerbread or even the best looking thing. You are just supporting a tradition because it's Christmas, and that's not pretentious.
My argument of it being pretentious is that it's available at Selfridges for £160.
Okay.
The clientele that are able to purchase it are purchasing it for pretentious reasons. I can spend £160 on a gingerbread house and just have it out.
Well, what do you think? Comment down below. And boys, one more thing. There isn't another round,
Good.
but I would like you to tell me which one of those was fake. Yeah, we're doing this again, boys.
You're kidding me! A couple of episodes ago, I could have really easily narrowed it down. Because I know quite a few of these brands. I know the Newt.
So do I.
The packaging on this is too good for Barry to have made it, but could have teamed up with an amazing chocolate company to do it. He could have made that. This, I said, was poor, and I even mean that from how badly the sticker's been put on.
And it looks like it's been coloured.
Right, now you see their true colours. Now they know it could be me they're slagging off rather than the brands.
Can't be that.
That's too good. I did question the branding on this. Why the skeleton hand? It feels more like it's Halloween and quite topical to when we're filming it rather than Christmas.
Guys, you got to lock in an answer. Also, down below, comment which one did you think was the fake? Right.
It's tough.
Okay, I'm nervous about this
Really
one.
hard.
I'm not convinced.
Right, please reveal the fake in 3, 2, 1.
Rimming salt.
Christmas market spice blend.
And I can reveal the fake is the rimming salt.
Yes!
Kush was so excited to get you guys to talk about rimming for ages. And finally, it's got his way.
I mean, fair play, because we said there's not in the application. I think it's the application that threw me.
Yeah, and I
but
don't like
the
the
product's
herbiness.
really good.
Yeah, also the bartender, Rhys Sanchez, is my neighbour.
Oh, well played. You had me. Sorry, Peak Blends.
Oh yeah, also, just a shout out, Pig Blends, also a big fan of the show.
Oh no! No, I didn't slag it off. It was great. I just said this was dubious.
And they made our own version.
Christmas festive spice. That's what you should have called that one.
Did you guys get it? Comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next year for one of these, maybe.